Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. This evening's topic is going to be why your instincts were right. Think about that for a minute. If you like the content, please subscribe. So guys, when you were in the narcissistic relationship, many times you did not trust your instincts. Probably when you first got involved with a narcissist would be one of them. You ignored red flags. You wanted to see the best in the other person. You believed in that people were like you, all the things we discussed in the channel. But one thing which is very important for this video is why your instincts were right. Let's go back in time again. When you were with the narcissist, think of all the times that you questioned yourself. Now, I'm not talking necessarily always when you were in the fog, but throughout the whole relationship. Like, pay attention here. Like, you saw some behavior from the narcissist and you're like, wow, who does that? That's really not healthy. Like, I can't believe they just did that, whatever it was. But you let it go. But deep down inside, you said to yourself, something's not right. I don't quite understand why that person behaved that way. No specifics needed there. Oh, the yellow lab may be coming over. Oh my gosh. So that's one example. Another example is, let's say this is all in the relationship. Maybe all of a sudden you see the narcissist develop and maintain relationships for short periods of time before they blow up. In other words, you meet someone, the flavor of the month. I'm not saying necessarily narcissistic supply, although that does qualify. And maybe you're spending time with that person or whatever, and, oh, okay, well, I guess it's the narcissist's new friend or whoever. Remember, at the time, you don't know it's a narcissist. They are a narcissist. But then that person disappears. You're like, what happened there? Oh, nothing, just, they're busy or whatever. But something wasn't quite right. Why? Because you were hitting it off with that person. Maybe you were having a good time, or you got to be friends and things like that, but all of a sudden they just disappeared. That usually doesn't happen over and over again. Other things would be like this, and please pay attention here, and if any of these resonate with you, drop comments below. But throughout the relationship, you would see many red flags, and your instincts were telling you, hey, something's not right here. And maybe you got out a pen and paper and journaled some of these thoughts down, some of these behaviors. Maybe you created a list. Maybe you sent yourself an email saying what these behaviors are, and it's just not right. They're not quite right with this person, who, remember, or back then, that was the narcissist you're in the relationship with. All these unhealthy behaviors, they begin to add up. They really do. They mount. The longer you're in the relationship with a narcissist, the more red flags will appear, but your instincts will be tingling. They'll be telling you, something's not right here. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is, but something's amiss. I don't know. And for some of you, myself included, you took notes and you said with dates and times and situations that were not healthy. And I have my list. It's pretty long. And this happened throughout the relationship, but I always kept it as a piece of, as a frame of reference for myself to look back on and say, okay, well, maybe it was just me. Because remember, with the narcissist, you have healthy relationships, healthy times, and not healthy times. But the relationship overall is completely unhealthy. It's toxic. It destroys you. They give you little breadcrumbs of hope. But throughout the relationship, your instincts are always tingling. Like, you know what's right from wrong. And let's pause there for a moment. You were brought up the proper way, I'm sure, and you know right from wrong. The narcissist may or may not have been brought up the right way. I'm not saying they weren't. What I'm saying is that they also know right from wrong, yet they choose wrong most times. They choose manipulation, they choose abuse, they choose destruction, devastation, rinse, wash, repeat. You, most likely on the channel, are an empath. Again, you know right from wrong, just like the narcissist, but you chose the clear path. The path of righteousness, of beauty, of love, of empathy, of kindness, of fulfillment and compassion. That's the path you chose. So I want to really address that, because many times people say, does the narcissist know what they're doing? Absolutely. They know 100% all the time what they're doing. And if you think otherwise, think again. Because just like right now, you can choose to watch this video, and thank you for being here very much. I appreciate it. The narcissist, you could choose not to watch this video. You see, you're making a conscious decision of what you want to do and how you want to spend your time. The narcissist has the same abilities. Why do you think they gaslight you? Do you think that's just a coincidence, or just by chance? Oh, I'm just going to be mean to that person today and gaslight them. No, it's on purpose to get control over you in the relationship, because maybe you were waking up and realizing, wow, something's not right here, and they don't like that. Or maybe you challenged them, or maybe you said the classic one word, no. Any of these things could have happened, and if they did, the narcissist doesn't like it. So when you're in the relationship, in the fog, trusting your instincts is imperative. However, it's difficult to do. It's only when you're out of the relationship and you really put the pieces of the puzzle together that you understand oh my gosh, I was right. Oh my gosh, that is right. Because you don't have the information, you don't have the insight, you definitely don't have the education about narcissism while you're in the relationship. I'm a prime example. I have a list, sincerely, very long list. I'm not going to go into many more details about it, but the point is, had I taken that list during the relationship and gone one more step further, just one more step, and jumped on YouTube like you're doing right now on my channel, and looked up the word unhealthy relationship or narcissist or whatever I would have stumbled upon back then, I'm sure I would have figured it out. And the light bulb would have went on for me during the relationship, but it didn't. You see, I wanted to believe in the relationship. I wanted to commit and continue to be dedicated and to make it work. That's what an empath does. We don't want to quit. We want to fight and make things work. But the thing is, I did that list. I still have it in a couple different places. But the point being is I was aware and awakened back then, but I didn't have the education. I didn't have that next step to take. I didn't know how to do it. Of course, we know now that I do, and here we are. But my instincts were right throughout the relationship. They were right from the very beginning, just like I'm sure yours were, but you chose to ignore your instincts. You chose to ignore the red flags. You chose to give the narcissist free passes, many, probably hundreds, maybe even thousands. You put up with their poor behavior, the gaslighting, the stonewalling, the silent treatment, the invalidation, everything you put up with because you didn't have the education. Now, I want to get back on track. Your instincts were right. They were. Just like right now, if you take a moment to think about you watching this video, the reason you're watching this video is because you want to become educated. You want to share your story and share it with many other people on the channel and understand that it wasn't you. Your instincts were right. Your beliefs, your thoughts, your habits, knowing right from wrong is the cornerstone. It's the bedrock of your existence. That's exactly how you live your life, I'm certain. And that's exactly how you should live your life. And the reason why you're on the channel and looking for answers and solutions and resolution and just to understand that it didn't just happen to you is because we all experienced it on different levels. We all experienced it for different lengths of time. Like I mentioned so many times, if you were in a relationship with a narcissist for 30 days or 30 years, it still causes a lot of damage. It really, really can cause problems. So why I'm saying all this is because really take a moment and pause. Did you take notes during your relationship? Did you go on YouTube and search for, like what's wrong with my spouse or what's going on here or did you get that step? Did you get that far? Were you fortunate enough to do that? I'm certain some of you have. As a matter of fact, I know some of you have because you are still in relationships right now and you're on the channel, which is a blessing. There's nothing better than education and empowerment, soon to be enlightenment. But if you did not quite get to take notes or think about things or put the pieces together and you just were in the fog, you didn't know. God bless you, I understand. I really do. Believe me, I get it. But listen to go back in time when you're done watching the video, or maybe even now, pause the video, whatever you need to do, and think about your instincts throughout the relationship and the red flags you ignored. And let's say that there were red flags that you paid attention to and you stood up for yourself and said, hey, that's not right, I don't appreciate that, or you're not behaving properly, or treat me nicer, or don't you respect me, or I can name 500 things right now. But any of those things that maybe they were part of your relationship, that's when you stood up for yourself. But let's pause for a moment. When you stood up for yourself with the narcissist, what happened? When you were in the relationship, what happened? That's right. They gaslit you, invalidated you, gave you excuses. Oh, don't be such a baby. You're lucky to be with me. You have no idea how good you have it. Aren't you grateful that you're with me? The list goes on and on. And why did they say these things to you? To get you back in line, to keep you under control, to have you continue to be being fooled into believing that they knew more than you did. They didn't, they don't, they never will. You see, your instincts are true, they're honest, they're valid, they're genuine, they're heartfelt, they're sincere. And you're a beautiful, bright empath, and that's why you're on the channel, educating yourself, understanding, learning, growing, maybe one day teaching. The whole point is you're becoming empowered. You're out of the fog, you're out of that relationship with the narcissist. But when you were in it, you really didn't know what was going on most times. Maybe like I said, maybe you took notes. Maybe you talked to a trusted family member, a friend, or somebody and said, hey, something's not quite right here. I don't know if you did. I know I didn't do that. I didn't. I could have many times, but I didn't. But I did talk with some other people. The whole thing is, when you're doing this, you feel isolated, alone, invalidated, And you believe when you're in the relationship, you sincerely believe that there's one person that has the answer to everything you want. And you know who that is. It's the narcissist. And why is that, you may say? I'll tell you why that is. Because when you're in the fog and you're in the trauma bond and you're hooked and the narcissist is caring less and less about you every single day and you are caring more and more about the relationship and trying to fix it, that's exactly where they want you. That's exactly why they go out and get other sources of supply, to keep your head spinning, to keep you wondering, confused, in the fog, dizzy. You don't know what's going on, but you believe the narcissist has all the answers when you are in that relationship. They don't. This is a spider web of manipulation. It's their trap. It's designed to manipulate you, ultimately to discard you. Rinse, wash, repeat. That's what they're doing right now with whatever source or sources of supply they have. But getting back on track before I close the video, your instincts were right. And your instincts are never more right than right now, because you're on the channel getting education, getting empowered, and understanding exactly what narcissistic abuse is about. That's the beauty. While you're doing this, the narcissist is out gallivanting around probably somewhere, searching for other sources of supply of unsuspecting people that have no idea what's going on and or have low boundaries, maybe an empath codependent, who knows? But they're looking for people that don't have the awareness or the education. You have it, and you're on the channel, and God bless you. So going back before I close the video, and there's the bells. If you watch my videos from a long time ago, you'll know what the bells mean. But getting back on track, your instincts were right. They are right now because you're getting the education, and they will be right tomorrow. Trust your instincts. Trust the red flags. If you see red flags in any relationship, in any part of your life, your daily life, adhere to them. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to red flags. But your instincts are golden. They've gotten you this far. We didn't listen to them for a period of time. We now do, because we know that we have our validation. We know that we're on the path, and we know that we come first, second, and third. We're the most important person on the planet right now. And if our instincts are telling us one thing, that's probably the right way to go. It really is. Instead of listening to somebody else, no matter if they're a narcissist or not, listening to somebody else telling you, no, trust me, it's good, this is the way to do it. No. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Know that you know better what's best for you. That's what you do. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great evening. Be blessed. Continue to stay strong. Trust your instincts always. Follow your intuition. Stay on the path. Continue to move, to grow, to learn, to teach, to educate yourself. I love you all more than you'll ever know. Continue to move forward each and every day. I love you. God bless you. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Have a great night. Remember, trust your instincts. They were right when you were in the narcissistic relationship. We chose not to listen to them because we were duped. Now we're out. We're trusting ourselves always. I love you. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.